The syntax error from Alexander Pedals is a very weird, very versatile effect. It gives you a lot of options for sounding crazy. But in this video, I'm going to show you 5 discoveries I've made about really specific ways you can use it, all of which sound cool, none of which are obvious. For starters, the syntax error can take expression pedals, and there's a lot it can do with that. But my recommendation is to set it up so that the expression pedal is only controlling the sample knob from here to here. And the idea with this is that it'll be undersampling your guitar tone, and you'll be using the expression pedal to switch between a sound that is unusable and a sound that is borderline unusable. My recommendation here is to sweep the expression pedal one way or the other every time you play a bend. The syntax error has a ring modulator in it, and it'll shift randomly, which is interesting. So my pro tip here is to lower the tweak knob to get to that point where the ring modulation actually sounds like a tremolo effect. Leave it down there and then start randomly sweeping it with the code knob so that you get a randomly flickering tremolo effect. And then, in my opinion also, if you lower the sample rate, it just makes it sound murky and more special. For the next pro tip, we're going to go into frequency mode, where it's doing a sort of wacky frequency shift, and take advantage of the fact that the bonus knob in this mode is adding a delay to the effect. So my pro tip is, instead of thinking about this as a frequency shifter that has like this optional delay, think of it as a delay that also has this bizarre frequency shift. And I've also found that the syntax error, if you use it as a delay pedal, definitely has its own cool character. If you like really dark analog delays, this is beating them at their own game. For the next pro tip, we're going to use the delay again, but this time we're going to put the delay speed down in flanger territory and turn the syntax error into a flanger. Now, since it's not really intended to be used this way, it ends up having sort of a weird, sickly quality that obviously I love. For the last pro tip, I found a setting in stretch mode that sounds really cool. If you play arpeggios with it, it'll mangle what you're playing and sort of turn it into like the high-pitched cascading arpeggios that like a harp player would do. And just for people who might be new to my YouTube channel, when I say that it sounds like a harp, I mean that it doesn't sound like a harp. It sounds fucked up and weird. Now, it's worth noting that when I played what you just heard, without the effect, what I was actually playing was this. One more time, this is me playing that exact thing with the effect back on. So as you can see, the syntax error is completely changing what I'm playing. First of all, it's pitch shifting it up a perfect fifth, 1 octave higher, so an octave and a perfect fifth, and it's also completely changing the timing of what I'm playing. So it's hard to play this way, especially if you're trying to match a backing track that has like a specific tempo, like most songs in the world do. So it's hard, but if you just kind of like play and listen to what's coming out instead of thinking about what you know you're doing, you can sort of make it work, and it sounds neat.